The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. Big Dog Country Radio. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going good.
It's going good?
Yeah, filling up my bracket. Getting
You
ready.
got your bracket ready to be busted in the first
Probably will be. Haven't filled it out yet.
Haven't filled it out yet?
Halfway through.
When do you have to have it done?
It starts Thursday.
It starts Thursday. They don't count those games beforehand.
There's
do they?
playing games.
There's
don't
playing
matter.
games that don't count. So actually, you have to have it done by Thursday to get it in. Okay.
Yeah, submitted by Thursday.
All right. Just for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. I'll tell you who's going to cut down the nets on Thursday Sportscast.
Oh, you will? Well, then vote opposite. But you've been getting better through the years.
That's
you know,
right.
used to be everybody picked against opposite of what you did. Now, I don't know. It's about 50-50 these days, Bob. You're doing a lot better than you used to. You're getting older and wiser.
That's right. Getting wise in my old age.
Well, we got some special guests in here this morning with us. Who do we have, Bob?
We got Sheriff Mark Belton with the Appleton County Sheriff's Department in with us, and he's brought a Georgia State Patrolman as well. And they've got that big expo this Wednesday over in Appleton County. Again, he was here one time before, but he's back again to promote it. So, Sheriff, always good to see you. Appreciate you coming.
Thank y'all very much for having us on the show. We are excited about what's coming up Wednesday the 20th, our 7th annual Law Enforcement First Responder Expo, and we just wanted to invite the community to come out, see what's going on, see what it's about. You know, we hopefully are encouraging kids to get on the right path and look at careers in first responder arenas in the military. That's what we're focused on.
Okay, it's always a great event, very well attended, and y'all reached out to the schools throughout the counties that basically touch Appling, right?
That's correct. We've gone to all 6 counties that have land joining Appling County. We've got commitments from most of the schools, middle school and high schools. We right now are at confirmed to attend 1,914 students from 7 counties.
That's 1,900 and something students, not counting
That's
adults that'll be
correct.
coming with them or just want to come themselves and see it, right?
That's correct. And we got over 400 vendors and volunteers that'll be there helping out with the program.
You must have a heck of a staff that helps you put this together, and I know the guy sitting next to you here is one of them, right?
That's correct. This is Lieutenant Eric Wilkes with the Georgia State Patrol. He's been very instrumental in helping us the last several years put this thing together. The Georgia State Patrol and all of our state partners have really bought into the program. They are committed to doing an excellent job encouraging our kids, and I'm just thankful that Eric is here. I'm going to let Eric say something this morning.
Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the Butch and Bob Show.
Thank you, sir. Back to follow up on what Sheriff Melton was saying, the planning for this thing begins. I've been part of it really hands-on for the last 3 of these, and the planning begins almost as soon as the last one is over with. So we have monthly meetings, and leading up to the expo, we actually have weekly meetings to get this thing off the ground and orchestrated and contact all these vendors and agency representatives that we use that will be here on Wednesday. And I'm unaware of anything this large in certainly not in southeast Georgia, but Sheriff Melton has done a great job of maintaining his relationships, and most of the people we're calling, we always try to add, we always try to grow, but most of these people that we call are eager to come. You know, they expect our call almost every year because we've done it so many years now, and it's just been a great success, and it keeps getting bigger, and I think a lot of that's to do with Sheriff Melton's relationships with the community and with his partnering agencies.
Now, it's one thing to be, to invite the folks, get them there, but you got to have logistics in place. The way that you were talking a few moments ago, that seems like an area of your expertise.
I don't know if I have many areas of expertise, but just for instance, yesterday when we finally got our final head count of who was coming, and you got to consider not only who's coming but also what are they bringing, because tomorrow you will see huge boats, you'll see helicopters, you'll see bulldozers, pretty much anything that can be considered under the umbrella of public safety, and all the toys that we have to play with, we're going to bring those things to Appling County. And then and then you have to consider the logistics of having multiple helicopters flying in the same airspace. So you have to have somebody there on the ground that can orchestrate where to land these helicopters, how to safely fly them, and there's a lot that goes into just basically setting up the stage for everybody to have enough room to even show up. And so yesterday we spent a great deal of the afternoon actually physically laying out.
Right. You're going here, you're going there.
Correct.
We're going to put them there.
Correct.
Now, what about you hear a lot with the Ukrainian-Russia war and stuff like that, and then of course with law enforcement throughout the country and in cities, drones. Are y'all going to have any drone expo over there?
Absolutely. I don't know an agency anymore that doesn't have some type of drone asset. I know certainly State Patrol uses drones all the time. So yes, almost every agency will have a drone, and we'll have drone exhibitions for people that are interested in that type of thing. And again, the only time there won't be a drone up probably is when we have a helicopter in the air because of the airspace control. But yeah, there'll be lots of drone activity tomorrow.
Okay. Or Wednesday.
Wednesday, I'm sorry.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah. Tomorrow's first day of spring. Wednesday's the event. Okay. And drones are very popular these days. People use them for all kinds of things. So, Sheriff, if you get a call from somebody and they say my neighbor's got a drone over my backyard, I'm in my pool, do you have the right to get your shotgun and shoot that thing out of the sky?
Absolutely not. No, sir. I get that question quite often, and I highly encourage them not to do that. But certainly, if that happens, call us and let us come see about it, because there are some privacy issues. But generally speaking, the drones are lawful to fly if they have the right authorization from the proper agencies to fly. So it's still a little shady area, exactly how that works, but we will have. I know Coffee County has a big drone program. They bring their drone every year.
Those? Okay, good.
And,
how far does your property go up in height? I mean, when does it become like the river public space?
I think about 100 feet.
100
If you
feet.
get in closer than that, you're gonna have some problems.
Okay,
And,
all right.
So, but after you get above the property, it's open. There's no protecting you really at that point. So you just have to be careful. Obviously, as a good citizen, as a good steward to your drone, most people are not going to be doing stuff like that because they understand, even though it may be lawful, it's just not a good neighborly thing to do, to be flying over somebody's home. You'll make people very angry quick.
Oh yeah, it's like 5% of the population has created 95% of the laws. So you just have to keep a few people in line. But tell us what's going to be happening Wednesday there in Appling County at this day, Sheriff Melton.
I'll tell you, we are starting at 9 a.m. and all our vendors will be set up by 8 a.m. So they'll get there between 6 and 7, getting ready to have their stages set, their displays out, and then at 9:15 we'll have an opening ceremony, and we will have the national anthem, we'll have color guard, and hopefully we'll have a flyover by one of our many helicopter assets that'll be there. Then we'll start doing demonstrations, live demonstrations. Our first one will be the the fire department will be doing a propane burn on a vehicle to distinguish it or extinguish the fire. And then we'll have the multi-agency scenario that involves all of Appling County's first responders, and police department, sheriff's department, state patrol, EMS, EMA, live flight, our wreckers, and who am I missing, Eric?
We included EMC this year too, because we so often see broken utility poles, and so we included them because they are very often used as first responders in serious crashes.
Okay.
We also have our coroner involved in that, so it'd be a scenario where you have 2 or 3 people involved in the crash. We'll have live actors, and one of them may be deceased, one of them may be seriously injured that goes off in the helicopter. And then, one may be going to the jailhouse.
There's more than just display set
That's
up there.
right.
There's action going on
That's
too.
exactly right.
Coordinated action throughout from it starts once again at 9. You said
9 o'clock.
and goes to
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay.
Every 30 minutes, pretty much, we'll have an event going on.
Okay.
GBI bomb squad will be there. They're going to be blowing up stuff. I think our Department of Corrections tax squad is not going to be there. They were planning to be there, but I believe that we have an execution that's possible on Wednesday, so that's kind of put them on standby. I believe
Okay.
that is still correct.
Yeah, it's still up unless something comes in at the last minute. We just
That's
had that on
correct.
state news this morning. Right.
We have a dedication ceremony at 11:45, and we'll dedicate this event in honor and memory of Allison Flory, who was instrumental with me in getting this program up and running for the past 7 years. We surely miss her, and so we have invited the family to come and be a part of that. We'll have our state SWAT team. We'll be doing a demonstration, a takedown scenario at 12:15. 12:45, Plant Hatch Composite Adversary Team will be doing a live demonstration, and then we'll have K9 demonstrations at 1:15 from the Camden County Sheriff's Office. And then within all of that, all these vendors that are here, and we have 46 actual vendors that'll be in the yard, and then we have 18 vendors that'll be inside the facility, setting up and showing their wares. So we've got somewhere around 64, 65 agencies present.
Wow.
Which is huge. Last year we had close to 50, so we've increased by about 12 or 14 agencies this year.
I like these coins, tokens that you give to the kids, and everyone that come by. It's a round, looks like be the size of a silver dollar that says Law Enforcement First Responders Expo, Appling County, and that you give this to the kids. And on the back side, it's got different things on the back side of it. But it's great for the kids to have this to, put up on their shelf, and whatever the case may be, as a souvenir of going to this day. Because I'm sure for a lot of these kids, this is going to be something they're going to talk about for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Last year and every year in the past, I've heard kids walk away and say, man, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. That's the best event I've ever been to. But we'll use those, so every vendor will get a challenge coin. That's what that's called. And they'll get 6 or 8 of them to give to we can't give them to every kid, but the ones that are really interested, that come up and spend time with the agencies and the volunteers, they'll have an opportunity to say, hey, take this and remember this program and set your goals and your mind, get your mind set for what you're going to do in your future, and look to these careers. You may find yourself preparing to become the next great state trooper like Eric Wilkes or the next sheriff like Mark Melton. Go ahead and set your sights on that now so that you can keep yourself on the straight and narrow, because one bad stumble will eliminate you from working in a lot of these careers.
Okay. Bob.
I think they covered it pretty well. I want to know what time it started. Is it 9 o'clock?
It's at 9
How long does it
a.m.
run to?
on March the 20th.
Does it run most of the day, or what?
9 to 2.
9 to 2.
9 to 2.
And we actually do that so we can get them there. They get time to get to school, bus over, and then they get time to get back to school and get back on the bus to go home. We've tried it different times. We've even tried it on the weekends, but during the school day, when we can capture the students through the school systems who are willing to bring them, and to be honest with you, our school systems have turned back around and are seeing the real importance of training students to go into the workforce, not just to go to college.
Right.
And that's what we're looking at. You don't have to go to college to be a state trooper. You don't have to go to college. Now, that may help you, and it may give you some advancement or some extra advantage to somebody that doesn't have it, but you don't have to do it. We'll train you in most of these careers to do what we need you to do and to be successful in these careers.
And technical colleges in the area have a 1-year certificate, 2-year degree that's paid for by Hope that you can do that'll help you go into these enforcement agencies and first responder agencies to give you a leg up if you do go in.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to go to a 4-year college. You can stay right at home. You can work. You can go to college. You can go to technical school and then enter into the first responder law enforcement careers.
Yes, and don't forget military too.
And
we
military.
have the military represented. Again, I think we've tried very hard to get our newest military, the Space Force, but we've not been able to get them. But I'm not giving up. If I'm still here next year after this election, I'm going to make sure we get those guys here next year.
You're going to drive down to the Cape
That's
yourself
exactly
and grab somebody
right.
and bring them
Come
up.
on down here.
Oh, boy. But we got Sheriff Mark Melton in here from Appling County. They've got their, I want to get the official title here, the Law Enforcement First Responder Expo this Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. there in Appling County. And all kinds of folks are going to be there to educate kids on great careers to go into in law enforcement, first responder, military, and I guess adults could just show up too if they want to, right?
Absolutely.
Right, Sheriff?
We encourage our citizens to come, see what it's all about, to see what the partnerships that we've built with our agencies, both city, county, state, and federal partners. We have worked diligently to build these relationships. I believe that we are able to reach out and touch agencies like no other county in our area in terms of getting assistance and help, and it's all because of things just like this that we do to build those partnerships.
Okay, sounds good.
If it's okay, I
You
just
got-
want to say
yeah, go
one
right
more
ahead.
thing.
We got time.
We couldn't make this this event be as successful as it is without our partners, and I don't necessarily want to name them, but I want to tell you that we have great sponsors that are they invest financially, they invest by being present at this event, and they're excited just like we are to host an event in Appling County that brings recognition not just to Appling County but to all of our vendors and agencies that work with us every day. And
You've got to have those
guys.
sponsors to put this on because there's a lot of goes, and you got to have a lot of volunteers there also to be able to
Absolutely.
put it on also.
Well, it's amazing how many people are willing and interested to work in this arena to make this happen and to make it be a success.
Well, we all know how important law enforcement, military, and first responders are, especially here in the rural areas. We really know that, and we're great to be able to support this, and that's the reason why you have so many volunteers and sponsors to help you out with that.
Thank you guys for
All
letting
right.
us be here.
Eric, appreciate you coming over.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoyed it.
Okay. Anything else, Sheriff?
I think we're good. Thank y'all for your time, and we look forward to seeing all of our citizens Wednesday, March 20th, 9 to 2. Come on out to the Ag Center in Appling County.
All right. Well, and the address on the Ag Center, we didn't ever mention that in the entire time we were talking.
And I don't know the exact address. It's
It's
Highway
on Highway
15.
15 south.
That's
Highway
correct.
50. Go to Baxley, go on 15, go south, and you can't miss it.
That's correct. Right by the middle school.
That's right. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. More of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast.
Hi everyone, our Monday forecast is going to be partly sunny. We'll bring in a 50% chance of showers and storms today with highs close to 70 degrees. Skies are going to clear tonight. Winds kick up. It's going to be very cool with lows near 40. Tomorrow for Tuesday, sunny, cooler, and a high close to 60. Wednesday, turn it around first day of spring with sunshine and a high near 70. I'm Georgia meteorologist Laura Huckabee in the GNN Weather Center.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
The birthday and anniversary calendar here on Big Dog Country is aired weekday mornings about 7:25 right after local news. It's easy to let us know who you know is having a birthday or anniversary. Text them in at 912-427-3711 or call them in weekdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 427-3711. Then listen in about 7:25 weekday mornings to hear the birthdays and anniversaries right here on WIFO 105.5 FM. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. And we continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO. And, congratulations to the varsity baseball team. Starts off with, pretty good there, taking 3 out of 3 from Burke County and put themselves in the top position in the standings. Yeah,
it's good to get off to a good start. And I said New Hampstead this week, which I understand is really struggling because Southeast Bullock really blew them out in those 3 games. But Islands of BC had a good series. BC won 2 of the 3 games.
No, those are the 2 other top teams, the Islands and BC. That's the ones
right.
we're going to, they'll be after our next one.
Right. And Southeast Bullock will be in the hunt as well. So it's all going to play out the next several weeks. But week 2 starts this week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday at home, Thursday on the road in Savannah, and Friday back home. So New Hampstead's round 2 opponent. Congrats to the golf team. Big win at Georgia Southern campus. They beat 8 other teams for that event, so our congrats to them.
The golf team?
Yep.
They went up to Georgia Southern and won?
Played on that course.
Great.
Beat 9 other teams.
We beat 9 other teams. Way to go, golf team. Man, that's something else.
Yep, and the middle school track championships are being held today and tomorrow at the high school track. So if you want to go out and watch some good track athletes participate, it's the middle school conference championship today and tomorrow at the high school.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
We got a lot of calls over the weekend about a fight that took place at the high school between 2 girls in a bathroom. I understand there's a video as well, kind of ugly, but talked to the police. That's a juvenile situation. The juvenile complaint's been sent to the Department of Juvenile Justice. That one girl have to make a court appearance, but they don't have the date of that. 16-year-old, so the name's not released, but again, that's the story there. It was a fight between 2 girls in a bathroom, and one girl has been, she'll be going to the Department of Justice for a court hearing, several charges. So it was a pretty ugly fight, what I understand. So,
oh, boy.
But again, with it being a juvenile situation, we don't have any names.
Yeah, can't do any names unless they're juveniles. Can't mention names. So we can just talk about the event itself like you did. All right. Well, had the St. Patrick's Day parade was. It took almost 4 hours. Got to see the Shriners from Jesup. I watched it on TV. I didn't go. No. I would not. I went over there. A couple times, late '90s, early 2000s. Went over there 2 or 3 times, and wouldn't mind going back again. But I was not going to go on a Saturday, and I was not going to go on the 200th anniversary of the parade because they were rack stacked and packed over there. And so I just sat there in my recliner and watched it for 4 hours. Got to see the Jesup Shriners with their bus and saw several people from Wayne County and Ed. Then got to see the mayor, Jason Weaver, walking in front of the fire truck from Scriven that was in it. That was toward the end of the parade. So got to see Jason for like 1 second as they got right back to the camera to him. There he is walking by, and there's that big fire truck from Scriven that was in it. And so I got to see those 2. There's the only 2 that I know of from Wayne County that was in it. There could have been other ones I just didn't see.
Was Jason wearing that coat, that St. Patrick's Day coat?
He went by so fast.
You didn't see it.
No, it wasn't the fast he went by. They had the camera on something else, and they came back to the next event coming up, which was Jason Weaver in the fire truck. So you got to see barely a second of him. So all I did was recognize the face, but they spent some time on talking about the fire truck from Scriven.
Well, apparently they had that groundbreaking Friday for the Dollar General store, and Stephen Meek said that Jason Weaver stood out with his St. Patrick's Day attire.
Well, I'm sure he probably had it on.
Yeah,
he went by so fast. I mean, it's not the fact that he was walking fast. It was the fact that the camera was on him for like a second, if that long. Before he was, as they went back to that camera, he was walking by. If he'd have been like 2 or 3 steps closer to the fire truck, you'd have seen more of them. But they went from that to that. But it was a great WTOC always does a great job from covering from the mass, It starts at 9 o'clock inside. I think that's the first time that I've actually watched the mass, and inside there, and they had priests and bishops from all over, even of course from Ireland, and it was a great mass. The governor was there, and several other dignitaries watching that mass inside that big Catholic church there, the St. John the Baptist Catholic Church there. Have you ever been inside there for any event, Bob? Because I know you're Catholic.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Well, I got to see it inside, because of the video, the live broadcast of the mass, and it was really nice inside there. And their stained glass windows are just second to none. And history of the church is something else. But then watched the parade there it took them almost 4 hours. They had it was a long parade. I don't know if next year's will be as long, but everybody, they said, seemed to want to be in this parade this year. They had a lot of folks they had to turn down, and it was just a great parade, And so any news events going on this week? Any meetings going on this week?
City's got a lengthy agenda tomorrow. City Council meets tomorrow at City Hall at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Got a lot of items on their old business, a lot of items on their new business. Also got an executive session for personnel and legal. So all that taking place.
Okay.
At City Hall tomorrow.
City Hall tomorrow in the city of Jesup. And we got a ball game tomorrow, don't we?
Yep. New Hampstead comes into town 6 o'clock.
Yeah. New
First
Hampstead.
game.
Mm-hmm.
First game of that series.
And tomorrow will be the first day of spring. And so they're coming in there. So with them being closer, we don't have a double header at one place. We have a game here, a game there, a game here with Jesup, Bloomingdale, Jesup for the 3 games this week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, right?
I just hate to hear we're playing that BC series during spring break, so I didn't want to hear that. So.
Oh, is that spring break?
Yeah, that's spring break for us.
We never do good during spring break.
That's what I'm saying. So, I didn't want to
take the boys out.
I didn't want to hear that. When you take them out of the routine,
it's something about being in your regular routine. You just seem to get confused. Your body's all it is. Spring break from the 8th to the 12th for Wayne County.
So, hopefully we can focus and get.
They had the BC cadets in the parade. They had just a ton of them just walking by, looking sharp and all that. And of course, the commentator for that was there for WTOC. They always have somebody from the parade committee sitting there with them, so they know a lot more about the parade than the broadcasters from TOC. Was a BC graduate in '93 and talked about the tradition and everything.
They didn't break down which ones were from Savannah, which ones they recruited.
No, they didn't say that.
I just thought they might break it down.
Break it down. These are local guys.
Yeah,
these
guys. This guy's from this one they brought in from.
He was going to public school last year. Now he's going to. No, they didn't break those down, Bob.
I was just checking.
No, they didn't. But they did look sharp, because it is a military type of school. You don't have to go into the military, but this is a military type of school. But they had folks from all over the country, and of course some from Ireland, some from even a bishop from England there, and it was just a really good. They put on a great parade there. I mean, just a great parade.
Got to see the movie Arthur the King over the weekend. It's Strand Cinema. If you want to see a good movie, Mark
Arthur
Wahlberg.
the King is another King Arthur movie.
This is based on a true story. It's about a dog. The dog's named Arthur.
A dog.
Yeah.
A dog named Arthur.
Yeah, but it's a great movie. It's based on a true story. Mark Wahlberg's on the team. They on that competition where they have to run so far, hike so far, all that. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the exact competition, but it's based on a true story.
Is the one in Alaska?
I don't think it's in Alaska.
It's not Alaska. It went in the snow through there, Iditarod or whatever it's called.
Anyway, it's a good. If you want to see a good movie, it's a good movie. It's called Arthur the King.
Arthur the King.
Yeah.
Now, did they use a real dog or animated dog?
No, it's a real dog.
Real dog.
It's based on a true story.
Okay.
The dog's the hero of the story.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like hero dog movies.
Well,
I love this.
You'd like this movie.
I love those. I got several videos at my house with movies with dogs.
If you want to see a good movie, good story, true story, I enjoyed it. Saw it Saturday night at the Strand Cinema. Yep.
Strand Cinema.
Yeah. Played golf Saturday and went and got some good shrimp at Van's Barbecue and then went to the movie. It was a good Saturday. Had a good time.
Saturday for Bob, man.
And Sunday just got watched that final round of TPC. That was fun. I was pulling hard for Brian Harmon from Savannah. He just missed some short putts.
Oh, man, I hate to miss those short putts.
And then he messed up on the 16th, his tee shot. He hit into the pine straw, so he wasn't able to go for it on the second shot. So
did they have pretty good luck on the 17th?
It was fun to watch. Most of the guys yesterday hit it pretty good. So it was just a good tournament. That's the biggest purse of the year.
That's amazing.
Scotty Scheffler went back to back. First time I didn't realize. You think somebody like Nicklaus or Tiger or somebody had won it, but no one had won that tournament back to back. So and it was the 50th year, so it made it even more, memorable. But
wow,
he took home a nice $4.5 million check.
You know anybody from Wayne County that went to it?
I'm sure there were some people down there, but I don't know anybody. I didn't hear anybody going down there.
Okay.
But I enjoyed watching it yesterday afternoon. It was a good tournament.
Okay.
But I was pulling hard for the lefty. I think Brian Harmon, somebody saw him at the Harris Hayes Hardware several weeks ago. He was in there buying some stuff.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. Well, cool. All right. Well, Bob, anything else for the world-famous Butch and Bob show this morning?
Just have a good day.
All right. Have a good day. All right. The world-famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.